So it looks like we have a couple of people coming on. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming back. Trying to get, yes, she is here. Yes.
Oh, I made it.
All right, so we're just leaving the Zoom room, y'all, so I'm really hyped, and y'all know I'm hyped all the time. But I would like to introduce to some, and well known to many others in her space. This is Dr. Amruti Borad. She is a executive coach, as well as a medical student and a physician coach to help you prevent burnout. So, Dr. Borad, tell us a little bit about yourself and the top 3 things that we need to know about burnout.
Sure. So hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Borad, and I'm a concierge family physician with UC San Diego Health, and I'm a coach. And I went through my own burnout as a leader, as a practicing physician, and I was grateful to connect with another physician coach who helped me see that I want to stay in medicine and find a more fulfilling way to practice. So I think it's really important for people to be able to recognize burnout, be able to understand what the common causes are, and then figure out solutions, whether that's individually or within your systems.
Absolutely. And I think that's something you and I talked about before, that I too have experienced burnout. And it really was a mentor and a coach and my psychologist. I have a psychiatrist, so be down. But I'm like, I got all in my pocket. And my network and all of that other stuff that was like, come on out, come on out. So I think all of them are really important. So what are you seeing as kind of some of the top causes of burnout?
So the top causes tend to be bureaucracy, all the admin work, a lack of appreciation or respect from colleagues and leaders, really, as well as the volume of work that you have to pack into the very few hours that you actually have. So I think those tend to be the top three causes of burnout, and it really trickles down to not allow our physicians to have the autonomy that they really want, which I think autonomy, or I equate that with freedom, is what everybody wants.
Yeah, that administrative work is a beast, and and especially because I'm thinking that you guys went through an electronic health record switch over here recently, right?
In the last couple of years. With Epic. We've been with Epic for quite some time. I did go through that. I'm dating myself now. I went from paper charts to one type of EMR to Epic in residency. So I feel the pain for anybody that's going through that process.
So, hey, Dr. Contessa, I know that you probably have patients that are having this going on. What's up, Callaway? I know that your people that participate in your wellness program, as well as your exercise, I know there's a lot of women that have it going on in Coach Callaway's class. So if y'all have any questions real quick, go ahead and ask these questions, because Dr. Borad is not inexpensive, and she is going to be just for a little more time. So we were talking about that. So I will be honest, I've gone through 3 different electronic health record changes the last 3 years, because I work at several different hospital systems. Wow. And I will tell you, they have that, that change management is good, and that leadership is good. It makes a huge difference, and they give people the time to do it. So, anytime you're learning a new process, that is already going to add stress. But then when you add a new process with a new electronic health record that has a lot of different nuances and everything to it, that even adds more stress, along with the fact that you still got to see patients. So you have just recently gone for a more concierge type experience. Can you tell us about that and why it's worked for you?
Yeah, so I went from just a regular outpatient family medicine practice to a concierge practice, still with UC San Diego, so it's a unique hybrid. But it's really changed the way that I practice medicine. I get, way more time with my patients, like 2 hours for new patients, an hour for my follow-ups. I know, and you will fill that time, by the way. A lot of people ask that. But it's just so wonderful, because not only do you get to know someone really well, but you have the time to address all of their health concerns, which really will result in better health outcomes. And I have really good support from my PAs and NPs. They're amazing. They help us with all of our messages. They run their own express care. And, we're on call, 5 days a week, but really our patients are so respectful. you know, I have to like put my phone number in their cell phone and tell them to call me. Like people are not banging down your door. And you know, we share call on the weekends. So I think with a concierge practice, you really have to find the right practice for you. How do you want to practice medicine? What are you okay with? What are you not okay with? And I felt like this was the perfect fit for me. And I get to be part-time. So I actually, you know, I rarely go home with charts left over, rarely go home with messages in my in basket. And that was unheard of, you know, less than a year ago when I was working in a completely different type of system.
Yeah. So quick question. So we have a couple of people that are either, I would say fitness coaches as well as other physicians on, nurses. What if you are in a leadership or entrepreneurship or you're a fitness coach? What can you do to like recognize burnout in maybe some of your clients or patients that they're not actually verbalizing to you?
Yeah, so I think part of it is, you know, when they like burnout as a triad, you know, is the first thing is emotional exhaustion. So if they're telling you that, you know, I'm working, you know, 10 plus hours or sorry, like 3+ hours after work every day and I'm just not seeing results, or I'm trying so hard to help these patients and, you know, nobody's happy with me. Or they're, you know, they're not sleeping, or they're not eating, they're skipping meals, or they're, you know, emotionally eating, or they just feel like, you know, you sense like a sense of low self-esteem, or they don't think that they're worthy of what they're doing, or being negative, you know, being kind of cynical about all the different things that are happening in their day. Those might be signs that they're burning out.
All right. Well, y'all, she just gave you the top 3 things to look out for, as well as some tools that you can help with your own clients so that you can help make sure that they are not experiencing burnout, preventing burnout. And you know, from Dr. Kelly OMD, I'm going to talk about living your healthiest and wealthiest life, and all of this is involved in it. So I want to thank Dr. Amruti Borad for coming on. Thank you so much for being a colleague, a friend, and, you know, a fellow person in the fight for health and wellness for all of our clients and our people. So definitely appreciate you. And then where can we find you again? You want to just put it in the chat or say it to us or spell it out and let us know?
Yeah, sure. So it's Boris's Physician Coaching at, borisphysiciancoaching.com. It's VORCIS physiciancoaching.com. That is my website. Or you can follow me on Instagram.
That's right. So now you see her on Instagram, go ahead and like her, and then go ahead and click the link in the bios for both of us, because I'm sure we have something to offer anybody that clicks on that link. Have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to do what? Viva Life.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Have a good